Hello everyone, this is Rakib and today I'm going to talk about the Raspberry Pi configuration with Arduino IDE. And I'm not going to do a very big projects with it right now. I'm just going to show how to configure the Raspberry Pi for the Arduino environment. Of course, I'm going to use the this Arduino and not the breadboard version, because it's a little bit complicated for the Raspberry Pi. So let's start it, and you can see it's the Raspberry Pi Model B Plus. My earlier video I've showed that I have talked about the Raspberry Pi Model B, and Model B Plus is a little bit what can I say, it's an upgraded version. So this is the power jack. It is the same as the more previous version, and is the HDMI port for HD monitor connector. You can see HD movies. This thing is upgraded. It's the audio and video connector. It's congested to one port. Then this is the Ethernet port. You can connect to internet via this Ethernet port. Now these are 4 USB ports. In the previous version it was 2, the number was 2, and the GPIO pins are the number of GPIO pins they increased. Okay, there are lots of GPIO pins you can use now. So, and this is the camera for Raspberry Pi camera, for the dedicated camera. There is a dedicated camera module for Raspberry Pi, and this is the LCD for the LCD monitor. Okay, now I'm just going to go how to connect. Okay, this is the Raspberry Pi window, and I'm not going to talk about how to install it or something like this. I'm just going to go to the LX terminal, which is here. You can see this is the LX terminal. Okay, in the LX terminal you need to write some, you need to at first you need to install the Arduino IDE for the Raspberry Pi. So you need to type apt sudo apt get install Arduino. Okay, it will install the Arduino. For if you have not installed it, I have installed it a little bit earlier. So if you are the first time installer, then there will be option where you can you have to choose why yes or no. So just type yes, and it will be a 89 megabyte file. It will be a little bit lesser or for you, but it's a big it's a big amount of, it's not a big deal. Okay, let's go to the, now if the Arduino IDE is installed, then you need to go to the electronics. Okay, here is the electronics, and you see this is the Arduino IDE. Now go to the IDE, and the Arduino IDE screen will pop up, and wait and waiting. I don't know how much long it takes. Boom, here it is. Now you can do your Arduino projects with your Raspberry Pi, and it's connected. Now I'm going to show. Here is the USB port, and you are just going to connect it with the any one of the USB port of Raspberry Pi. If you have the Raspberry Pi Model B, then you need to use a USB hub, and using USB hub is recommended because Arduino, it takes a bit of power from the Raspberry Pi, so you don't need to and you know, Raspberry Pi just needs it runs with 1 ampere or 1.5 ampere current, and the power with the power adapter, so you don't need to give much pressure to the power management of the little thing. Okay, now I'm going to as you see, I have just connected the Raspberry Pi with the Arduino. So coming to the window, and here you need to go to the tools. As for the Windows PC serial port, you need to connect it the serial port. DRTTY SCMO. This is the serial port and is the only one serial port. Now what board you are using? I'm using Arduino Mega 2560. Okay, serial port is chosen, board is chosen, then programmer is AVR ISPMK2. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to write a very little code for the blinking LED of Arduino. So let's do it. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn on an LED for 2 seconds and make it off for 2 seconds. So let's start the program. At first I need to define the Arduino pin, from which pin I'm going to connect to the positive terminal of the LED. So integer LED1, I'm naming it LED1 equal to 13. As you know, the 13 number pin has a default LED for the Arduino. Now I'm going to do the setup. Okay, in voice setup I need to tell the Arduino what I'm going to do with the pin, with that pin. Okay, so in that case I'm going to turn it on and off, and I'm going to see output from the LED pin. So I am directly in the setup I'm going to pin mode pin mode, then LED1 I'm gonna see output from here, LED1 output. Okay, I'm pretty much done. Let's close it. Then I'm going to work in the loop section. In loop section I'm going to do void, oh sorry, this is caps lock is on, void loop. In the loop section, actually the loop stands for do a specific job for a continuous time. Okay, in the loop section I'm going to make the LED high and low. Okay, let's close it with second bracket. Now let's just write the code. Digital write LED1 কে আমি হাই করতে যাচ্ছি। ওকে, হাই হয়ে গেল। তো এখানে যেহেতু Arduino, as you know, the Arduino IDE is case sensitive and you should be aware of writing these things in the proper cases. For I'm going to take a delay. This is case sensitive. Delay for 2 seconds. So as you know, it's for milliseconds, so 2000 means 2 seconds. Now I'm going to just copy paste it. I don't need to bother much, and in this place I'm just going to make it low. Okay, the code is pretty much done, and it will on and off for 2 seconds and 1 second if there is no error. So let's compile it and run it. Okay, compiling. As you know, the Pi is a very mini computer, so it takes a little bit of time to compile and upload the sketch. It depends on how much memory you are using. Okay, uploading. and done uploaded. Okay, that's loaded. And if you can see the default LED which is connected to pin 13, you can also connect an LED with it to see whether the thing is working or not. The LED is blinking. So boom, you have done your first project with your Raspberry Pi and Arduino. And in the next video I'm going to talk about how to do some projects with MATLAB and Arduino. And this time I'm going to use the Windows PC, because configuring MATLAB in Raspberry Pi, I don't know if I can do it or not. I'm just a learner, so I'm going to use MATLAB. Actually I'm going to use the MATLAB graphical user interface, to which is here, graphical user interface. This is the guide. You need to go to the guide. No, I'm going to show it later video. Okay, thanks.